Hello everybody, this is Charles1K92 here, and today we are continuing on with Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Okie dokie. Right, so we now have DD.
Let me explain what D-Dog can do as your buddy. With that nose of his, he can sniff out and mark nearby enemies and prisoners. Should come in handy for infiltrating outposts. I trained him to detect mines and medicinal plants too. When he locates something, check your map.
Okay, cool. Now, if you guys can hear a fan, that is the PS4 going overdrive because I'm still uploading videos and whatnot. Okay, so we did do a mission which was this, and we also replayed the mission Phantom Limbs, and that has gotten us to have DD grown up. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, just trying to think now, what can I do and what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Any case, DD isn't very friendly with us at the moment, so our bond level's quite low, so he will just lay there. He won't be happy with us until we get his bond level up. But in any case, so in the last video, or the previous episode, we got intel that Huey, who is somebody that was with us during the old days of Mother Base, and by that I mean MSF's unit, he has sent us a message to help him defect from the Soviet Union. So apparently he survived the incident at Mother Base 9 years ago, and he is apparently okay and well, but he wants us to come and help him. So he knows that Snake is in charge of Diamond Dogs somehow, and he somehow managed to get contact with Big Boss. But there is a but. We are not going to. I'm saying not going to. I want to go over there. I really do, but the moment I go over there, this is going to cause us to go do another mission. So what I kind of want to get done is I want to go and do Angel with Broken Wings. And generally what this will get us to do is we'll get certain skills from this. So we'll get the specialists from each kind, from the anesthesia, mechatronic specialist, and transportation. Now with this transportation one, we're able to get a fault on device which can fault in vehicles and also other goods. So I'm just trying to understand this. So we've got mission tasks, and I will go through this because I've got a little I'm not going to say guide, but more or less, like, because I've played the game I can roughly remember certain parts, but this is what the mission overview is, and I think there's up to 5 of them, so I'm going to try to go through this bit by bit. So the mandatory thing is that we have to extract the person that this mission is going to be attained to, which is the mujahideen prisoner. So we need to rescue him, who is also known as Malik, which is said on the briefing tape. Now I could play the briefing tape, but I can't be asked to. So we need to extract the armoured vehicle. No, we can't do that. So we need to extract some armoured escort vehicles, but we can't do this until we get said fault on device. We need to extract 3 prisoners held at the palace, so they'll be executed unless we rescue them very quickly. So what will happen is, well, the moment that we spawn in, which is going to be to the southern point of La Hamate Palace, is we're going to want to get there as soon as possible, extract, okay, that's the key word here, extract the prisoners. We also need to extract 2 prisoners held at the supply outpost. Yeah, so we need to extract. So basically, hang on, just so that I've got an understanding of this. So, alright, so we're going to accept this mission. So what's going to happen is we're going to arrive here. I'm sorry for going quiet. So we're going to arrive, we're going to make our way to here. Now, the best thing possible is we want to extract the prisoners. So there's going to be some prisoners held in this part of the facility like the one before. So we know that some prisoners are kept in these little huts here. But just in case, we'll check this side of the base as well, because you never know, they might have converted some areas to be prison holding facilities. So they're going to make their way up through here, and then they're going to come to the supply outpost, which is all the way down here. And from what I've gathered from the overview is that there are going to be 2 other prisoners dotted around. Probably there'll be prisoners probably put in here or another section of the base. But we also want to overhear a conversation between the truck driver and also our person that we need to save. Okay. Righty then. So let's take a look at our equipment very quick. What can we use? Nothing of yet. I'm not saying nothing of yet because I want to be lazy, but just nothing of yet. Okay, so what have we got here? Coal box steel, yep. Tools, yep. Buddy, D. Okay, so this is DD in his sneaking knife uniform. So this is something which we can ask him to do. So DD's commands are simple. We can whistle to call him, we can tell him to wait, we can tell him to do it, to kill, or we can say DD, which is his name, to get him to follow us, which is another cool method. If we go back to D-Horse very quickly, so with D-Horse we're just 2 levels away from getting him fully done. Nothing new on his equipment yet, but we're going to try we want DD with us, so we want the pup to be with us. We're not going to have him do anything just yet, but if we get rid of his armor or his sneaking suit, he is basically given less stuff to do. So he has still got the whistle for the call, we can tell him to wait. Now to keep him busy would be for him just to bark, so he will just bark at the enemy so they'll come towards him instead of us, and then we can do what we need to do. We don't need that character. Right, so for a while we've gone along what we've gone along with, and I feel less. Oh, what was that? So if you're wondering what this is, basically it is another uniform that you get in the game, but it's the DLC thing. This is Black Ocelot, so this is like the Black Ops unit for Diamond Dogs, which we will see later on. Although it doesn't look that particularly black now, does it? Right. Now I have been putting it off, but we'll put the sneaking suit on for this occasion, I think, because what we'll try and do is we'll try and do a night op. So, yeah. We'll try and do it. So we're going to arrive, and then what we're going to do is we're going to rescue as many prisoners. We're going to rescue the prisoners that we can rescue by getting them out of the area, or we knock out some of the portion of the guards, and perhaps Fulton them as well. And then what we want to do is we want to get to the outpost as quick as possible, and we want to be able to overhear the conversation that the guard has with the other prisoner. That sound good? It better be. Okay.
Your mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow mujahideen. Start by checking the target's VI on your iDroid. The Soviets captured him and took him to the ruins of the palace. His family was subsequently killed in an airstrike on his village. The Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do. Be careful down there, boss.
Come on, DD. So yeah, DD's able to tell you what's close by, any animals, birds.
Mujahideen palace. The target should be somewhere at that outpost.
Alright, so we're gonna take the most longest way around possible. Now, there is an intel file that's here as well, so we want to get that. Now when you first get DD, he isn't going to spot everybody, so we want to...
The target's been transferred. I've sent the information to your map screen. You're gonna need more information to pinpoint a location.
Let's blueprint here.
Hands up. Spit it out.
That container's filled with raw materials. Looks like they're using those colored bands on the outside to tell the contents apart. Whatever's in them, they'll come in handy somehow for diamond dogs.
So we're going to just get this very quickly because we want to be...
We've analyzed the intel file you discovered. Orders for their transport route. Okay, your map information's updated. The target is inside Yaha Obu's supply outpost. Find him and extract him.
At this moment we are going at full tilt here. Yes, I know, it's like it's a never-ending sprint with snakes. It's the only thing that you can tell when you're playing single player is that your sprint is forever and ever and ever and ever. And ever. Okay, cool, we've managed to catch up with the convoy.
There, that's the target.
So this would be the most opportune moment to actually liberate the character, the enemy. Looks like they've come unstuck with a bit of a problem. We're going to use this as our advantage, so that will naturally hold up the convoy. So once we do get the, well, we actually do have the ability now, don't we? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please be quick. Where is it? That one. It's this one. 18 minutes. Cool. Right, let's keep going.
Oversupply outpost. We have a fix on the target's location. We just have to figure out how to get close and pull them out. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
You don't have to do what I'm doing. You go and do it in whatever way you seem fit is possible to your own personal playstyle. Now, for me personally, there was a reason why I'd done this at night, was because it's a little bit more easier to sneak around to a degree. Better. Use this to our advantage again. There's also some diamonds that are also here as well. Now that's where our two prisoners are, so thanks to Dee we now know where they are. Now I'm just hoping with that guy that I knocked out earlier on that he isn't going to be, or not knocked out, but more or less removed, won't become an issue. So this is what my intent is here. So at the moment, there is quite a sizable guard presence here. Nothing too major.
привез заключенного из Ламар-Хатте.
Я слышал, отличная работа. Происшествия не было?
Все как в рапорте. В остальном ничего такого.
Заключенный?
Он очень слаб.
Что такое?
Ничего. Так что... Его осмотрят врачи.
Врачи? Первый раз слышу.
Ясно. Так куда мне его отвезти?
Западное крыло.
Его опять будут допрашивать?
Это не наше дело. Отведи его в западное крыло.
Он же умрет.
Ну и что?
В смысле?
Наш четкий приказ. Не теряй времени и отведи его в комнату для допросов. Выполняй приказ, или я доложу начальству.
Понял.
So we now know that our target that we need to rescue is actually fatally wounded, so we can't fault and extract him. So that means that we're going to have to lock down this place, call a helicopter and fault and extract them via that way.
The guards have to change shifts at some point. No matter how tight the enemy's defenses are, gaps will appear during shift changes.
You might say this is mad, but it will work, trust me. Just providing that we're quiet.
Эй, приятель, приехали. Охранник сказал, что твоя семья выжила. Представляешь? Они успели сбежать в другую деревню. Серьезно? Что когда тебя будут опрашивать, теряй. Ты же солдат. Не опускай голову.
Speak. Speak. Spit it out.
Нет, не делай этого!
Get down. Ау! С тобой все в порядке? Пряйся!
We know that he won't have long, so we need to be quick. Surprise! You can also do that as well with these doors. Handy.
Я не хочу умирать!
Get down.
Нет, не делай этого!
Alright, so we have run out of our suppression.
Don't move.
Подожди! Не стреляй!
Помоги мне! Но почему?
Time to go on a killing spree.
Нет, не делай этого!
Get down. It's midnight. Didn't want this. Ah, fucked it up, man.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
Can't believe it, I fucked up. You know, you go and do something and you think you're fine, but you're not.
We have a fix on the target's location. We just have to figure out how to get close and pull him out. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
All that fine detail fudged. Oh shit, we need to get a move on. We can't stay here.
Yana oversupply outpost. We have a fix on the target's location. We just have to figure out how to get close and pull him out. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
So you know what I said earlier on about, you know, like not following me exactly? Yeah, stick with that principle. One way or another. I'm gonna make sure that this is done. Why didn't you lie down?
Get down.
Отличная работа. Происшествия не было?
Все как в рапорте. В остальном ничего такого.
Заключенный.
Очень слаб.
Что такое?
Ничего. Так что... Его смотрят врачи.
Врачи. Первый раз.
Ясно. Так куда мне его отвезти?
Западное крыло.
Его опять будет допрашивать?
Это не наше дело. И вот западное крыло.
Больше умрет. Ну и что? В смысле?
Наш четкий приказ. Выполняй приказ. И я доложу начальству.
Понял.
Alright, they really don't give a shit about this guy's health, so as I said before, I fucked up. Our main objective here is to kind of make sure that he's okay and that we can rescue him. Shit. That might have fucked us over now. I don't know. We're good. Now once we get the brand new Fulton device, you're gonna love what I can do. So oops, shit. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You don't need to turn around. Means I know how to pick this body up. Don't look out the door.
Эй, приятель! Приехали. Охранник сказал, что твоя семья вышла. Представляешь? Они успели сбежать в другую деревню.
Right, now I can start knocking people out.
extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to it.
Hands up.
Подожди, не стреляй. Не делай этого.
This time I'm not gonna fuck up.
Hands up. Get down.
What did I tell you? Get down.
Get down.
Cool. So now with our new supply drop, we can do this. So, what was it? Right, you're gonna love this. Alright, so we can't fault and extract Malik out due to his injuries, so he'll die if we do it, which is a nuisance. Tool has been updated. So now, what was once considered impossible is now possible.
Good.
Alright, well there's technically nobody else in the area, so what we'll do is now we'll... no, this guy's still unconscious. Oh no. How is he still up? I thought we told him to get down.
Boss, you're just leaving the target.
No, I'm not leaving the target, don't be dense. I thought I told you to put your hands down.
On the ground.
Fucking prick. Didn't you tell people something? Right.
Помоги мне.
Oh shit. What was your skill? No one of importance. Your skill, quick. Maybe insurgent, but still not important.
Ты спас меня.
Right. So we're gonna lay these guys just here, including Malik.
You're not seriously leaving him there.
No. Stop thinking I'm going to leave people anywhere, Kaz. Far from it. Alright, so we're going to fall and extract in this now, right? Watch the magic. It's a much more bigger balloon. Taking it away.
You captured an enemy vehicle. Just like weapons and items, you can use your iDroid to have vehicles you've extracted airdropped in. You can also let members of the combat unit use them on dispatch missions.
See, handy to know. Righty. Now, technically speaking, there's going to be... I don't think we're going to be able to do anything unless
Tata chawa ili di. Chuma agoi lagosa. To wale da se kawe. Udare. Na hoka sara ta maspa. Kom chizza na pish. Mehrabani wukra. Mala san zara wapas boza. Outer heaven. Bosh. Zmanum malagde. Better come check. Who's I'm played. Ramiano. Super good to
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, so with this cargo stuff now, you can extract anything. Even from these things as well. Right, so let's do, instead of doing the delay, we can call the helicopter in now.
Roger.
So while the helicopter comes in, we're going to go extract that AA turret very quickly. Yes, you can extract these.
You're not seriously leaving him there.
No cars. The 9th time.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Finally, him as well.
Target extracted. Exfiltrate the hot zone boss. Gaining altitude. Departing.
All good.
Mission complete. Great work.
Alright, I didn't use DD's ability, but we will do at some point.
Boss, that target you extracted, Malik, is saying that he's never heard of our client. What's more, he says his village was destroyed long before he was ever taken prisoner. Apparently it fell victim to some sort of disease, then was completely burned to the ground. Malik was out on a mission at the time, and that's the reason why he alone survived. But the question is, who hired us to find him? According to Malik, he saw strange soldiers snooping around the village when he got back. Turns out they were members of Cypher's strike force, XOF. My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get to him. Cypher was just using us to cover things up. All that crap about Malik's relative was a front to convince us to retrieve him. But an entire colony just wiped off the map. It sounds a lot like the Hamid during the Honeybee incident. All I know, boss, is there's no way in hell I'm handing Malik over to Cypher. I decided to bring him back to Mother Base instead. He's one of us now. We told the client through a cutout that the target was killed. For some reason, though, they still paid us everything we were owed. Cypher's obviously up to something, and this is probably just another preemptive cleanup operation to them. But to Malik, he lost his village, his family, everything, and he wants his revenge. In other words, he's one of us.
Pretty good. Angel wings. So yeah, we're going to be coming across mainly revenge sort of driven kind of scenarios. So basically with a Phantom Pain, it's mainly against revenge against Skullface and for what he's done to Big Boss and everything else.
The scientist Emmerich wants us to find him so he can defect. He should be inside Serac power plant. Make contact with him.
Okay, so we can only, at this point now, the mission gets capped until we rescue Huey. So, it's like, really, must we go and rescue Emmerich? And I am in full agreement with you, like, you know, we shouldn't really give two shits. But, and there is a but in this, we're going to try and see if we can get DD to give us a hand with a few things. So, what we're going to do in a second is this. So if we go on customize, so when we felt and extracted our first vehicle, we are able to now customize our vehicles as well. So if we go and take a look at, well, when it loads up, so this is what all the vehicles will look like when they arrive at Mother Base. Is they are given a basic olive drab kind of green paint job, or they're left as they are box standard, so no colour. You can give them a little bit of camouflage should you wish, different kinds of patterns to suit the environment. So with Afghanistan you mainly go for this kind of look, or you can go with something that's a bit of both. However, I go with this one because, you know, it makes me stick out like a sore thumb. So we can apply this to all vehicles, it's not limited to anything. Now, with these vehicles that I apply, with the American ones, these will actually look like that also on our Mother Base as well, so that's pretty cool. The very strange thing is, like when it comes to the big trucks that you fall and extract, they never seem to, like, they're left in the hangar. So I think what would be more interesting is if you could actually see some of your vehicles go out, not on patrol on Mother Base, but more or less, let's say the trucks, right? Now they're used to send stuff back and forward, and all those bridges that we've got, I think it would be nice just to see like some form of traffic go backwards and forwards. That sort of thing. Now obviously anything that's a tank sized vehicle, I would appreciate to see something held in one of the held in one of the areas where, you know, you'd expect maybe one of these things to be at. But then again, you know, that's just me thinking out loud here. Now, if you're wondering and saying to yourself, well, I've just got the game Charles 1K92 and I don't have any of the vehicles that you've got, I'll once again repeat myself. I've restarted my game, so some vehicles have transferred over. Well, basically all vehicles have actually, and that's just it. Okay. So we're going to go on our base facilities again, and I'm just going to see how far along our development has come, and then we're going to start thing. Alright, so our combat unit is nearly done, so 24 minutes away. Research and development. Not yet. Oh yeah, so we can now, since we got that specialist, we can now develop this. So our Fulton extraction rate will increase. Do this one. So that we've got quicker reloading, and then it's going to be quicker weapon raising. Then we've got our medical, which is we need to have the cybernetics guy, so we're able to heal ourselves. So improved damage resistance, so we won't get instantly killed with certain things. Serious injuries, subdual, so we'll be able to heal ourselves a bit more better, I guess. I don't know. Okie doke. Righty. Yeah. Okay. Too low, apparently. We'll send the lesser kind of guys over, see if they can handle that. Righty. Now, I would say that we could start off near Samase Fort, and then what we'll do is we'll drive through here. So we'll go from... Oh no, we won't have to drive, would we? We would have to mail ourselves over to here to get this one done. So that'll be that. This one. Eliminate heavy infantry. No. So that's the eliminate the tank one. So we'll basically, you know what, we'll mail ourselves to get rid of this, and then we'll do prisoner extraction. So we'll mail ourselves there, and then we'll so yeah, we'll now if there's one awesome fact about DD, and was is this, that he can actually sit with you in the car. I know that sounds a bit of a thing, but for me that's kind of like a big wow moment. And on this occasion we'll actually put the stun arm on, so we can actually show you off what it does. I mean, I don't know. What can I do here? No, we won't do that. So we'll have the stun arm on still. We'll still have... what was it? Yeah, everything else the same. Oh, we also want to have a vehicle. So we can now take a vehicle with us, so we'll select this, and as soon as possible. So, sugar. Yeah. So yeah, one other thing as well, which I think I should just say just to Konami, is this. On some of my videos, you have flagged me up for copyright. Now, I don't want to sound like a bit of stickler in the mud here, but I've reviewed the footage a couple of times and I found out the reason why. Now, again, this isn't to be a stick in the mud. This isn't. I'm not going to deny that you guys, you know, have Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain under your legal jurisdiction, as it were. So technically, it is your game. I won't deny that. I am mainly just showing the people who don't potentially have this game what it is. So I would like to have it in cutscenes included, thank you very much, because, you know, it helps progress the story and whatnot. Because that's what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to show my side of the story. So by the time you guys watch this, I probably would have violated so many YouTube right things, I don't know what you want to call it, but I guess you probably find that you can't do that, because I will say this. A long time ago, I managed to do a let's play, well not let's play, but a mission that I did, which did have some cutscenes in it. One cutscene in particular, which, you know, was the ending. And yet again, I'm very surprised that you allowed me to show that, so... What the fuck? Sorry about the swearing. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna go and extract those soldiers, so we're gonna stop being depressed about this shit. So yeah, so DD now sits in the car with you, which is pretty cool. He'll still bark and give you intel. And I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, we need to go this way. So yeah, if you choose to go with DD and you don't have D-Horse, I highly recommend that you take a car. Now with DD just using his skill set alone is actually quite helpful. And the glorious thing about this is that DD will somehow follow us if we do mail ourselves, so let's go DD.
Good.
Hold him off!
Looks like you can't do it.
Stop him!
Okay.
Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку. Выкурите врага. Конец связи.
I know I'm deadly.